sometimes life is unpredictable, and we have to keep going with its flow. This is a story of the year 4386, which is the great era of scientific cultivation, and the people of Huaxiao practice culture in peace by using modern technologies. One day there was an attack by a giant frog. Everyone was chasing to save their lives, but a little kid named Wang Ling was walking as if nothing was happening. He went to a store and was busy buying his snacks. The magic squad was sent to fight the frog. They were busy in attacks and our little young man was busy with his snack on the road. A warrior named Yi saw our busy bee and managed to reach him. He was about to eat the snack and he saved him. Time passed and Yi earned the name of Huaxiao Saver because people believed that he had saved them. This was the day for the entrance of new students into the school. Everyone was excited, and our man with no concerns with anyone was walking and two seniors stopped him. They tried to get money from him, and everyone saw this, but Ling was silent and suddenly there was an attack on them. Sun Rong was the attacker. She told them that it was unfair to deal with new juniors like this and everyone was amazed by her beauty. She was the daughter of a legendary family, and she was really cute. She backflipped to the floor, which was also amazing and shocking, and the seniors ran away because she was a beauty with powers. She showed her hand to Ling to shake, but he gave her money and walked away. Everyone was shocked and amazed because he got the chance and ruined it, and Rome was also shocked. As usual, now it was the time for their test. Yi's spiritual picture talked with all the students and he told them to perform their best to get into the elite class. Now student number 1 was summoned for the mysterious test.
Huh?
He was surprised to see water on the floor. He was in front of the giant frog, and the students had to attack. When he attacked, he was a failure and got into ordinary class. Other students were ready for the task and Rome was busy with her calculations about the giant. Ling was also thinking that he must have gotten in. Some students got into the ordinary class and when Xiao came, he did it and went into the elite class. Some students had also done a great job and along with Hao went into the elite class. The frog thought that he was sealed for 10 years but now he could free himself because he was absorbing some of the magical powers from the students and he needed some more power to free himself. Now it was Rong's turn, and she had a cute smile on her face. She went inside and said sorry first and then punched it. She was outstanding, and she got her level in thousands. Everyone was amazed. She noticed Ling who was walking because it was his turn now. When he went inside, the frog was scared because the day when the frog was captured, he was about to kill Yi, but suddenly our man with no concerns kicked him and he was defeated. Because Ling's snack was under the frog, now in the present the frog was scared, and Ling thought that he had to use his minimum power to get into the school and the frog had some other plans. When Ling punched the frog there was a blackout and suddenly everyone saw the flipped frog and everyone was shocked. But Ling saw with his eye that the frog had converted into spirit and went out. He also gets into the elite class. In the class the teacher named Pan teaches them about summoning spirits from their surrounding and also demonstrates to them how they can do this. Everyone was enjoying it when Pan asked them to try. Chao stood up and when he tried to summon, he got a funny goddess stick. Hao also summoned a skirt, and he was embarrassed because of that. Everyone was practicing and Rong summoned a cute monster. Everyone was amazed by her talent. Pan went to Ling and asked to demonstrate her teaching. But Pan used her magic and changed him into a dog. Everyone was pleased to see a cute dog with a green color and started playing with it, but our man who had no concerns walked away. Let us have a look at the past when Ling was born. The doctor came out with a piece of shocking news and Mr. Wang started crying, but the doctor told him that his son crawled out on himself. When Mr. Wang saw him, he was shocked. From that day troubles for Ling started because his parents started completing their wishes in the name of Ling. It was torture for him because if he had behaved like he was then this would be the end of his parents' marriage, so he peed into his pampers, and everything was settled. Since then, he behaved normally in front of his parents, but when at the age of 6 he killed the giant frog, Mr. and Mrs. Wang saw him. On that day the family had to decide to keep the low profile for their peace and Mr. Wang made an amulet for his son and they placed it on Ling's neck. But at present it was weak, and he wasn't able to control his powers. Mrs. Wang told him not to do stuff by himself because she didn't have a set of strong bulls and she gave him a golden pill to control his powers. Mr. Wang told Ling that he would give him a new amulet soon which would be strong. Ling walked away, and Mr. Wang went to his wife. She told him that he had to remember their son's power because on his 7th birthday, he was about to burn the house completely and at the age of 10 he removed all the kids' clothes. They were very concerned about Ling because they wanted to give him a normal life. In the school everyone was praising their representative for votes and suddenly Ling saw the shop of his snacks. He went there and a man had already bought all the things from the shop. He told them that everything was free, and the students got happy. But he asked for their votes for Rome. Everyone got disappointed and walked away. Xiao and Hao were seriously angry. and suddenly Rong appeared with lights and tried to convince Chao and Hao. But Chao was a man of a strong mind, so he never got tricked by her. Rong was angry deep down, but she controlled herself. Suddenly Ling asked for 5 packets for 5 votes and agreed with him. He placed his vote and got the snacks. Rong also brainwashed everyone, and she also tried to trick Chao again. She used his magic and seduced everyone. She was happy and looked for Ling, but he wasn't around, so her guard told her that he walked away and gave him a golden pill for her. Because Ling thought that she had given him 5 packs, he had to return her favor to balance the equilibrium. So he gave her the pill which his mother gave him. Now in the class, Zukang came to teach them, and he started teaching them about seduction magic. Rong was shocked because she had also used the same magic on everyone to become the class president. Zukang started telling them the story of the little wise man who seduced 3,000 people, and for that magic, he gave them gifts for free and got mastery of their minds. The people got the spiritual signs on them, and this magic had passed down from him. Ling also understood why Rong had given them gifts, but he was saved because had walked away when she had cast her magic. Rong was also embarrassed to look at him. Ling tried to ask about the pill and told her thanks for the snacks, but she got the wrong idea and took the pill.
Women.
But she was weak, and when tried to walk she slipped because of a can. Zukang asked him to demonstrate and Ling cast the magic, but because he had not given the gift to anyone, no one was seduced. Ultimately Chao became the president of the class and Rong was dealing with the mess she had created. Zukang was talking with someone that how smartly Ling had managed everything. At night Rong was trying to do her work, but she was stressed up because she was thinking about Ling. She also had the sign of seduction magic of Ling because she had eaten the pill from him, and Ling was sneezing. The next was the day to make vitality pills, and girls were showing off their instruments. Chao came with his grandpa's furnace and showed it to Hao. Chao was thinking of showing off in front of Rong, and suddenly Mrs. Showoff came and ran to Ling. Chao was disappointed, and suddenly Ling saw the spiritual sign, and touching her hair, and removed the seduction magic. Rong was shy and embarrassed. Now in the class Pan told them that she'd teach them how to make the tablets. She started telling the steps and she was very fast. No one understood what she had done, but Hao started the process of making the pill to show off. Chao started the process too. Rong was also doing well because she had a machine from her family's factory, and everyone was shocked when they saw Ling, who was making pills with a normal microwave. When Hao took out his furnace, it was a unique one, and he started the process. Suddenly Chao's furnace got burned, and Pan told him that he had to be patient, and he ran away because he was scared, because it was a family furnace. Pan told everyone that they should have to leave for some time because making pills was a time-consuming process. Suddenly the green dog came and thought that before he was powerful because he ate the weaker things, so he decided to continue that thing, and Ling came in. The dog tried to run away and he jumped after him, but the dog thought that he had tricked Ling, but he was standing back to him. Ling taught him a good lesson, and Chao was running on the ground because he was scared of his father, who told him to get the first position and to protect their family furnace. On the other side, Ling washed Hao's furnace, and when he came out, Hao saw him, and Ling told him that he had an explanation for it. He also pointed a gun at Ling. Ling placed the furnace down and Hao grabbed it. Chao was very weak, and he thought that Rong would make fun of him with Ling, and he was frustrated. Chao thought to get revenge, and Ling explained that Froggy had eaten his furnace and Ling was just cleaning it, but the furnace cried, and Hao fired, but Ling moved, and Chao got the shoot. Hao was scared and Ling tried to heal him, but Hao stopped him, and they took him inside. Hao told him that if Ling would help him make the antidote, then he'd never blame him further, and they started making the antidote. When they were done, they had to wait for some hours, but Hao realized that Pan would come soon, and suddenly Froggy attacked the furnace and Hao attacked him. The heating process was started, and they grabbed Froggy. They came to know that they could use Froggy to finish the process of making the potion. They had vicious thoughts and used Froggy for their purpose of making an antidote. Now the pills were ready, and they tested them on Froggy. Now they feed them to Chao, and suddenly Hao heard that Pan and the students were coming. They made a plan and Hao went out to stop them, but he didn't make it, and Pan went inside and checked Hao's pills. It was a golden pill, and Hao was shocked. He understood that Ling had done something. When Pan checked Ling's pills, she started taunting him because his pill was burned up. Hao thought that Ling had saved him, but in reality, Ling had done nothing, because Chao was in his furnace. Now when Chao woke up, they made a lie to make him believe, and they showed him his furnace which they had repaired. Chao was also sad and happy at the same time. What will happen next? In this story, subscribe to the channel for the latest updates.